This is a Land Rover, and to show you the Land Rover, let me show you this logo. This is a Land Rover. Other way, you can call it a Range Rover. So this is a Range Rover Vogue, and we're going to show you how to tint a 35% tint on the windscreen, and let me show you the cracks on the dashboard that I normally talk about over here. So these are the cracks of the dashboard that I normally talk over here. Let me show you something. Before you continue, if you are new to this page, make sure that you like and subscribe, ask any question in the comment section. And this is the hardest car that I've ever wrapped the dashboard. It's never that easy. Look at the cracks that I'm talking about over here. Very good and big cracks. When I talk about cracks, I don't mean something called as escapement. So I'm going to install this shiny matte black carbon on. No, I'm talking about the dashboard. Sorry, kama nimesema bonnet, that's your problem. Anyways, I'm going to sort this shiny matte black on this dashboard over here. And remember, this is the hardest car. And I mean by saying hardest, I mean it is the toughest that I've ever installed the carbon wraps on the dashboard like this. So before we continue, I want to show you something that it did not come as I planned, but let me show you the steps that I used. That's why I'm saying it is the hardest that I've ever wrapped. First things first, it had a tint that had faded. So let us first of all remove the tint. Let us first of all install the tint, and let us first of all install and tint the windscreen so that we can continue with the dashboard over here. So this is the old tint that I'm removing over here. So much clear. So let me remove it like this. I'm going to peel it off, and I'm going to install a 35% tint on the windscreen. And remember, after windscreen, let us focus with the dashboard over here. So step number 1, remove the tint, the old tint, and step number 2, install your dash. Yes, let us begin with step number 1, installing the tint. As I said, I'm going to install a 35% tint on the windscreen, and when you're talking about the 35%, we normally talk about the heat rejection, how many UV rays that can protect, and this, the one that I'm holding over here, this is the tint that I've already folded off to the customer's premises. Anyways, let me show you how to tint the windscreen tint. So far, let me show you how to tinting this car was the easiest, but what we are talking about over here is the wrap that was very hard. As I said, when you're installing the tint, angaliaga how many UV rays does it protect, and let me give the reason why I said this car was the toughest to wrap the dashboard. Cracks that you see on your dashboard like this one, we first of all began to seal them up using this 999 silicone. This silicone mnajua sana sana na engine, so we are going to seal them up and then tuipanguze. Talking about cleaning it up, hizo white hazitaonekana. So first of all, we're sealing the cracks and then we install the wrap. The dash was never the hardest part, but the hardest part was the arm failing to stick on the dashboard. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say over here. Dashboard was antisocial with the wrap. Ilikuwa inashika side moja, side ingine haishiki. So when you want to install these wraps over here, make sure that your dashboard itashikika. Ndio maana nasemaga nitumieni picha ndio ni confirm. That's the reason that I normally say send me the photos of the car or of the dashboard so that I can be able to see, ndio nikuambie kama itaweza ama haiwezi, because these dashboard are very tough to wrap. Ndio maana nakwambia tuma picha nione. So this dashboard on the upper side ilikuwa inashika, but on the edges it was resistant with the gum over here. So this was the hardest part over here. I don't want to talk much, but if you have any question, let me know in the comment section. To make my story short, this was like a summary, because I cannot recommend you to wrap your dashboard like this one. I, as the profession, I cannot recommend. So I cannot recommend on your dashboard. You know, I like explaining things to you and advising you as clients, because you normally trust me and believe in my job. So I normally say that don't install wraps like this one. This work is very hard. This is the toughest car that I've ever found. The toughest. This is the toughest. Sasa ngapi? Najirekodi. Yeah. 816. Huh? 8. The toughest car. Eh. I said this is the part that you do not see. Squeezing off the tint. That's why I said this video is only for the wrap, but I was installing the tint, so let me combine this video so that you may understand. As you can see, the way the tint is very clear from the inside, but very dark from the outside. So I'm going to show you how it looks from the outside. So this is where we are squeezing it up, removing the excess water, the excess This is the water. We normally use a shampoo and a purified water to install the tint over here. So this is how we're squeezing it off, and just allow me to show you the final look of the car. But if you're new to this video, ask any question in the comment section, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. So this is me entering the car over here. So this is the power of that 5%. As you can see, you can only see clearly from the inside because the lights are on over there. So let me show you how it looks from the inside. This is the toughest car that I've ever tinted. First of all, it was Volkswagen. Now this is Range Rover, but I did it. Let me show you something very clear from the inside. Let me pull off my flash. As you can see how it looks from the inside. I can see everybody. See? But very dark from the outside. I don't have any comments about this car, but it's the toughest that I've tinted today. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and see you guys in the next video.